Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about a question that I've thought about a lot recently, and that is whether self-improvement content is actually useful. And if it is, what's the optimal way to use it in order to improve your life? For me, myself, I've spent a lot of time over the years consuming self-improvement content, whether it's reading books, watching podcasts, mainly watching videos. And I found it really useful. I've seen a lot of great results from it. I've been able to get strategies, tips, mindsets from people who are experts in their field and have really good ideas and able to use them in different aspects of my life. However, especially early on, I found myself falling into the self-improvement trap. This is where you'll spend all of your time learning and finding new ideas and gaining new knowledge and feeling like you're improving without actually matching it with action and actually getting better at the thing. And this is because it is so easy to learn compared to actually doing things, because you instantaneously feel like you are achieving results, you feel like you're getting smarter, and it's interesting to learn about new novel ideas. And there's no risk in learning. There's no way of getting it wrong compared to actually trying the things that you have learned about and trying to learn from your mistakes, which more often than not will have much better results to you actually improving the thing. It will just, very often it'll feel a lot worse and it'll feel like a lot more hard work. These days, I match my learning with a lot of action, but I still feel like I'm suboptimal in some regards. I still feel like I should spend more time doing than actually learning and spending time consuming self-improvement content. However, that is not to say that self-improvement content is not good and not useful. Think about an example of a basketball player who wants to get better. They could spend their time doing, in terms of practicing, playing, putting in the reps, and getting physically better at shooting the basketball or doing whatever. Or they could spend their time learning, where they are looking at videos, replays of professional players, listening to interviews and people talking about the best way to play basketball and the best strategies. Now, I think it's clear to see that if the players spend all of their time on only one thing, either extreme, they wouldn't achieve optimal results. If they spend all of their time thinking about strategies and learning from the experts, they would get smarter at basketball, they'll know more about it, and they'll know more about how to improve. But without actually putting it into practice, they wouldn't really get better. Conversely, if they were to spend all of their time doing and practicing and playing, they would get better to some degree, but they would still be suboptimal in their approach because they are not utilizing all of the expertise and knowledge that is out there. Instead, they're relying on themselves to know, I need to improve this. And even though they'll improve because they are taking action, that action still is suboptimal because they're not utilizing all of the knowledge and experience that they could be using. This is why you need both. You need to use self-improvement content and consume it and learn from it, but it needs to be matched overwhelmingly by more action. You need to spend more time in action than you spend learning. You should aim to have your learning and your self-improvement consumption be something that aids and supplements your action rather than something that replaces it. Because self-improvement content can be a multiplier on all of the efforts that you put in. It can end up giving you better results in terms of the action that you take, but if you don't take any actions, then multiplying 0 is still 0. So ultimately the lesson is, yes, self-improvement content is useful, but you need to make sure that you have more action taking than you spend time learning. You need to make sure that you are actually putting into practice what you're learning about and learning from your mistakes and seeing how it actually plays out in real life rather than just hypothetically learning and feeling like you are improving. That's the number one mistake that you want to avoid. You want to avoid just getting motivated and hyped up and feeling like you are getting better at the thing without actually putting it into practice and seeing if you are actually better. That's it, I'm done.